Let your breath come into your practice. Standing on your mat, feet comfortably hip-width distance apart. Shoulders comfortably away from your ears. And remember our alignment here, we're going to move right into it. Hips over ankles, shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders, hands by your side, palms facing forward. Four corners of the feet touching the mat. And from this upright position, the breath has lots of room to move. So as your breath settles out, maybe gets a little deeper, start to feel nice and spacious here. Just follow how the breath is moving. And let's add some arms so we can inhale. Lots of energy to start the week. Palms out, arms overhead. Inhale. And as you turn your palms out, keeping the arms nice and strong, exhale. And do that a couple more times. And be super mindful of what goes on in your body as you reach up, inhaling, and exhale, arms down. Really begin to notice and exhale. All right, so let's see, if you close your eyes for a moment, do you feel the energy moving through you? How are things going? How's the breath? All right, then let's go ahead and bend the knees and hips, hands to the thighs. We're going to start waking up the spine. Exhale, gaze forward. Inhale, arms back and open. Exhale, forward. Inhale, back. Yes. Just a nice wake up for the spine right now, just moving it gently. And the next time your hands are to your thighs, just hold here and gently start to roll up. Okay. All right, so now we're going to move side to side here. Again, it's Monday, it's early, so let's start out nice and gentle. Left hand by your side, right arm up. It could be here, it could be all the way up. Inhale, and as you exhale, tilt. And then switch sides. And once again, simple movement here, so just move mindfully through it. Starting to notice the opening in the ribs, how the ribs come away from the hips as you do this. And what else is going on? What are the feet doing? What's your mind doing? And the next time you're over to the left, where we started, stay here, ground your right foot into the mat, draw your left arm up parallel to the earth, and press those left fingertips away. Start to feel a little more length in the left side here. Take that right shoulder behind you and shine your heart up. Could be this, that feels great too. Up and take it over to the right, staying here. Right arm parallel. We extend through the fingertips to put extra length in the spine, keeping that left foot grounded, left shoulder back. Inhale, and we're going to float down and up a few times. So very soft, knees and hips bend, and up, and bend, and up. And just go at a pace that feels good to you. Remember, this is your practice. So let's say you get down here and you want to take an extra breath. You start to notice maybe the hamstrings kicking in. Just go ahead and take that extra breath. And the next time you come down, come into ragdoll and just move around gently. Again, we're starting out gentle, right? It's early, it's Monday. And drop your hands to your legs anywhere that they are, and then float on back up. Bring your palms together and hands heart center. And come back to your mountain pose. Inhale and exhale. All right. Whew. So really take time to notice if you're feeling your energy start to come up, if you feel your breath moving nice and smoothly through. Okay, and we're going to come to the top of the mat and work our way into downward facing dog. So breathing here at the top of the mat, inhale, float the arms up. Now, folding from the hip creases with a long spine, you can fold as much or as little as you want, hands to the thighs. Bring your hands to your thighs as you bend your knees and hips and shine your heart forward. Sink your hips down, bring your hands down, and come into down dog. And we'll walk that dog. Bend one knee and then the other. And press one heel down and hold. Other heel down and hold. Both heels down and hold. And we're going to bring the knees down to tabletop and stay in tabletop for a moment. Remember, you can always be doing tabletop moves at the wall if that's better for you. Or standing, okay? So from here we're going to move back into cats and cows and add on. So arch your back, shine your heart forward. Remember the head follows the spine. And round your spine, gaze towards your lap. Arch and round. Okay, now we're going to add an option here. Tuck your toes, and as you round, draw your knees up 2 inches off the mat. And then come back into the cow, sway back, and round up. Yeah. Good, and the next time you round up, come into downward facing dog. Take a breath, bring the knees down, and have a seat in seated mountain pose. Legs are long and forward, feet are flexed, spine is long. Inhale and exhale here. All right, let's shake things out and get ready for some core work. Yay, all right. Okay, so we're going to do some boats this morning, okay? And we're going to do all the things together until you find the one where you just want to stay there and not go anywhere past that. All right, so arms forward, both feet to the mat. Now take it back, slow, slow, slow. Keep your feet where they are. Come back as far as you can and come up. And what's so interesting about this is it's so challenging to keep the feet down, isn't it? Take it back as far, far, far as you can and see what happens as you draw your feet up. As you draw your body back up. Do your feet want to move? Now let's add some arms to this. Take it back. Arms up by the ears. If you're looking for a challenge, here's one. Bring the arms forward and up. Okay, so there's a whole range of places you could be in that one. Arms forward, right knee up, left foot stays on the mat. And we're going high boat on the right to low boat on the right. And back to high boat. Now let's add the arms by the ears. Low boat arms by the ears, canoe, hands down, and up. All right, 2 more times. Take it down, option canoe, arms forward, and up. Yes, and 1 more down, canoe, yeah, forward, and up. Good. All right. Whew, shake it out. Give yourself a break. We're going left side. Remember, you could be doing this as well, right? You can control how far you go down. Left knee up and low boat, canoe, arms forward, come up. 3 more. Low boat, canoe, yeah, arms forward and up. Yeah. Low boat, canoe, arms forward and up. And low boat, canoe, arms forward and up. All right, shake it out. Okay, just for fun, we're going to do a double leg boat. Okay, you guys are all very practiced, so let's go for it. 2 legs up. Try it once. If you fall over, that's okay. Take it down, canoe, arms forward and up. Okay, we're going to do that 4 more times if you want, or you go back to one of the other versions. Forward and up. That was 1. Forward, canoe, and up. That's 2. That's 3. And 4. Woo! And release. All right. Everybody awake? Core's awake? Cores are happy to be back in action, right? All right. So we'll do standing obliques in a little bit. Let's go ahead and release those hips with a nice inaugural water wheel. It's our first day of the new season, first class. All right, so hands by your side, spine is comfortable on the mat. Right knee in, point up, flex down, and keep going with the water wheel in this direction. Okay, the next time your right knee is in, hold it in and flex your right foot, reverse. Flex out, point up, knee in. Flex out, point up, knee in. Keep going. All right, the next time that right knee is in, hold it in. Okay, and we're going to extend that left leg any amount, whatever it wants to do. Go ahead and hold on to your right leg, your shin or your hamstring with your right hand, left arm out to the side, and let the right leg open and come center. Open and come center. Okay, we just moved the hip in a circle. Now we're moving it side to side. Come back to center. Take your left hand to the outside of your right shin, or you could hold on to your right hamstring. Take your right arm out to the side and let that right knee come just past the belly button. Remember, we want to stop here, get that nice little stretch. And now let the right leg go all the way to the left as far as it wants to go. The right hip is going to lift and you're looking towards your right fingertips. Now, as you come back through center, let your right ankle slide across your left thigh. Draw the left leg in. Notice if your right knee is pointing straight towards your face and press it away. Then hold on to your right shin and let the leg move around. Flex your right foot here. Here. You can move forward and back. You can move in a circle, side to side. Whatever feels great to you here. Inhale and exhale. And let's wake up those feet and ankles for a moment. So extend your left leg and very mindfully point and flex the left foot. So as you move through, notice what's happening in the shin of the left leg and the calf of the left leg. And nice slow circles here at the ankle. So slow it down and once again, notice what's happening. Go the other direction with your circles. And now cross tightly at the thighs. Hold on to your ankles or your shins or just the sides of your legs and move around, move around. All right, release, unwind, 2 feet to the mat. Take a moment here and think about how your right hip feels in relation to your left hip. Just notice that. And let's go water wheel on the left. Left knee in, point up, flex down. Your right leg could be bent or straight. It's your choice. If your right leg is straight, then you're probably going to feel more core energy in your water wheel. And we really want to focus on the hips here. So the next time your right knee is in, hold it in, flex your right foot. And okay, that is your left knee, sorry guys. Left foot and extend out, up, knee in. So we've reversed the water wheel, moving on the left. Flex out, point up, knee in. And the next time the left knee is in, hold it in with that right leg bent or straight as much as you want. Holding onto the left leg, take it out to the side and back. Out to the side and back. All right, come back to center. Take your right hand to your left leg, left arm out to the side, and take that left knee just across, just past the belly button. Do you feel it? And then take your left knee all the way over to the right with the left hip lifting, and take your gaze towards your right fingertips. Your left fingertips. All right, as you come back through center, take your left ankle across your right thigh with the foot flex, draw the leg in. Notice if that knee needs to be encouraged to move away from your face. Hold on to your left shin and let the hips move around. All right, so from here, pause for a moment, take the right leg straight up, and once again, very mindfully point and flex the right foot. Really feel the shin and the calf working. And then circle the right ankle. One direction. And the other. Cross tightly at the thighs, hold on, and continue to let the hips release here. All right, let's release, unwind, 2 feet to the mat, and just let those knees gently open and close. All right, from here, we're going to come into tabletop. And we're going to be doing opposite arm, opposite leg extension, aka bird dog. Remember, you could be standing to do this. We're going to get a really long spinal extension here. So, with your knees under your hips and your wrists under your shoulders or slightly forward, take your right leg up to hip height, extend, press through the heel to extend that right leg, point the toes toward the mat, engage your core, and float your left arm by your left ear. Great. When you bring your hand and knee back down, bring them to the mat at the same time. You feel how hard your core has to work to get them down at the same time, rather than plop one, plop the other. Left leg up, hip height, flex. Press away with the heel so your leg stays nice and long. And take your right arm up by your right ear. Now think about your hips being centered, facing straight toward the earth here, okay? And knee and hand touch the mat at the same time as you release. Okay, float right into it, right leg, left arm. Extend. And release. And float into left leg, right arm. Good, and release. All right, come into a knee down plank, and push up, hips back. Knee down plank, push up, hips back. Once again, this could be a wall move. And on your next push back, find your way into child's pose, big toes together, knees wide apart. Forehead is supported, okay? So we were getting our blocks handy last time. You can always support your head on a block. You can use your hands. It might just touch the mat, that's fine. Feel a nice little spinal extension here. Just take a moment for yourself in child's pose. Find your way to downward facing dog. And then as you walk your feet to your hands, take them wider and wider till they're mat width distance apart. Rest your forearms on your thighs. Bring your hands to your heart now. And stand tall. Press through the legs, fingertips toward the sky. And as you exhale, bring your arms down and your feet together. Find mountain pose. So let's do mountain pose with the feet touching and see how that is going this morning. Once you feel established in your mountain pose, think about, in this position, are all four corners of the feet really touching the mat, or are your feet pressing out or in more? So get all four corners of the feet grounded, and then close your eyes. And then gently open the eyes. All right, so let's shake it out, take the legs a little wider, and get to getting with some sun salutations and a low crescent lunge. So if you need extra padding for your knees, if you like to have that, grab that now. Come to the top of your mat. We're going to add some arm movements to the top of this sun salutation. The feet are hip width distance. Notice your breath. Inhale, float the arms up. As you exhale, right arm back, left arm forward, twist to the right. Inhale the arms overhead, left arm back, right arm forward, twist left. And up. Now, elbows to waist. It's like a standing cobra. Heart shines up. Head is not thrown back. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, forward fold from the hip creases, right? As far as you want to go with a long spine. Swan dive. Bring your hands to your thighs, hips back, heart shines forward, half lift. Sink the hips, hands down, and take your right leg back. Hang out in this lunge, move around if you like. Bring your right knee down and take it up into a low crescent lunge. So low crescent lunge, the right knee is behind the right hip, left knee over the ankle. Hands down, find your way to plank, knees up or down. Your plank. Wall. Forearm plank is always good too. And chaturanga down. Exhale all the way to the mat. Okay, so we're going to lift the hands, roll the shoulders toward the ears, down the spine, and lift into a gentle hands-free cobra. Release, and find your way up to downward facing dog. All right. Right leg floats up, right foot comes forward, left knee down. Left knee is behind the hip, right knee is over the right ankle, low crescent lunge, arms up. And release. Now tuck your back toes, lift that back knee, engage all the muscles of your body, and take a step forward, half lift, forward fold. And then float the arms out and up. Yes, palms touch. And hands come heart center. And release. So we were discussing pose of the month, which is bow pose. Okay, so everybody have a strap handy in case you want it for bow. If you know that you do bow without it, that's fine. But if you want to have it near, have it near. Okay? And we're going to do the other side of our sun salutation. Everybody ready? Yeah. Okay, top of the mat. We're going to add the arms again. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward. Twist left. Come up and twist to the other side with long arms. Inhale, arms up, and elbows to waist, shine your heart forward. It's a little standing cobra. Inhale, float up. Exhale, swan dive over the hip creases. Again, you might be here. You might be here. Your hands might be touching the floor right now. Do whatever you do that helps you to start to feel your hamstrings here. And we make sure the hamstrings get engaged by keeping the hips over the ankles. Now bend the knees and shine the heart forward, half lift. Sink the hips, step back with the left leg, and move around in the lunge. Bring the left knee down, float into your low crescent lunge. This is our second time through the lunge series, so let's go ahead and make sure that we are tapping into the front hip flexor here. So move those hips forward. Really feel the front hip flexor there. And your way into plank or knee down plank. Good, chaturanga. Take it down. And we're going to move into bow now. Okay, so for bow, we're going to take the right, well, let's start with your left arm. Left arm parallel to the top of your mat, right? And bend your right knee, reach around with your right hand and find your right ankle. Here's where you're going to use the strap if you want. Put the strap around your right ankle. All right. And press into your left forearm so your heart lifts, and then press your right ankle into your right hand. There's where we get the back bend. Yes, it's the exact same thing, baby dancer. And release. Woo! All right, now we take the right arm parallel to the top of the mat. Left knee bends. Find that left ankle with your hand or the strap. Press in to lift up, yes, and press the left ankle into the left hand. And release. Okay. Make a pillow with your hands here. Bend both knees and just let your legs move side to side. Okay, we're going to do that one more time. If you're a full bow person and you know it, go ahead and grab both ankles and come into full bow. Okay, strap can help with that. If you're not a full bow person, then again, you're going to take your left elbow forward and start on the right. If you're standing, please don't try and do full bow standing, right? Yeah, you're going to. I know. I just felt like I had to warn you about that. All right, so we're just playing with bow for a moment, either double leg or right and then left. And you might notice remember that front hip flexor we were just talking about? Getting it again here, along the spine. All right, here we go. Has everybody had a chance to do both legs if you're doing single leg bow? Okay, and let's go ahead and just bend the knees again and rock those legs side to side, or if you're standing, just rock your hips side to side. All right, bring it down, and we're coming back up to downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths in your dog. Left leg up, left foot forward, right knee down, crescent lunge. Remember, we're tapping into that front hip flexor, so on the right side now, pressing the hips a little more forward so we really get that beautiful stretch. Bring the hands down, tuck your back leg, lift your right knee, engage all the muscles of your body, and take a nice big strong step forward, half lift, forward fold. Float the arms out and up, palms touch, and hands come heart center, and release. Whew. All right, let's find mountain pose. Inhale and exhale. All right, so I promised you we would do standing obliques, so we're going to go ahead and do that, okay? Take your legs wider than hip width distance here. All right, and we're going to have the arms out to the side. So starting position is about 15 degrees away from the thighs. We need that to make room for the hands to move, okay? So keeping the shoulders stacked here, we're not leaning forward, we're tilting to the right. Now, imagine that there's something heavy in, we're actually tilted to the left, didn't we? Something heavy in your left hand, and as you come up, resist against it. Now we're taking it to the right side this time. Tilt to the right. With that heavy weight in your right hand, resist and come up. Okay, now take the arms about this much, almost to shoulders. And again, tilt to the left. And resisting, come up. And tilt to the right. Controlling this is where most of the work is, wouldn't you agree? Right? It would be simple if we were just flapping ourselves side to side. Come up nice and strong. All right, now arms out by the shoulders. Okay, they could be bent, or you can do whatever you need to do here. All right, and here we go. We're tilting, windmilling to the left. Keeping those arms in line with each other and lifting heavy, heavy, heavy. And take it down to the right. Arms are moving at the exact same time, yes. And lifting heavy, heavy, heavy. And now we're going to take the arms overhead. And with lots of control, tilt to the left. Holding that big, heavy, whatever in between the hands, take it up. And take it to the right, heavy, heavy, heavy. And up. And we're going to go back down through, so arms are long. And heavy, heavy, heavy to the left. Resisting, come up. Yep, keep it slow. It's tempting to want to start to go faster here because it's boring and challenging, and come up. Gives us a chance to practice our mindfulness, right? Arms here, take it down. And slowly up. And take it to the right. And slowly up. And now hands down 15 degrees and to the left. And slowly up and to the right. And slowly up. Woo, and shake it out. Move around. Inhale and exhale. Wiggle those hips. Woo! All right, let's come into some wide-legged poses, but we're going to go ahead and do plies and five-pointed stars. So take your legs wide, toes out, hands to the hips, and let's get that down and up going first. Making sure the knees are going out over the toes. Okay, we don't want the knees knocking in. They're going over the toes. The hips are going straight down and up. Let's add some arms. Five-pointed star to moonflower. Five-pointed star to moonflower. Let's add some balance. Five-pointed star, moonflower, right heel up. Five-pointed star, right heel down. Moonflower, left heel up. Left heel down, five-pointed star, moonflower, both heels up. Five-pointed star. Now we're going to go right, left, double. Leave out the double if it doesn't feel good to you. And just take it at your own pace. It's just that right, left, and double if double is right for you this morning. And just move through this a few times. going right, left, or right, left, double. So when you can complete your next sequence, then just come back to 5-pointed star. Okay, and we're either going to go right 1 time and hold, left 1 time and hold, or double 2 times and hold. So take it down, moonflower, right or double, hold. And bring it back to 5-pointed star, left or double and hold. Good. Bring it up, and as you exhale, step your feet together. All right, so that was a little wake up the balance kind of move. So let's let the body use that knowledge and come into a nice tree pose. So the feet are hip width distance here. All 4 corners of the feet are grounded. Inhale and exhale. Remember, we want firm foundation, right? So that's the 4 corners of the feet, strong legs. Okay, steady gaze. Find a spot that isn't moving. Calm mind. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Everything's calm. Hands are to the hips. Right heel up, right knee out. You can kickstand your heel, or you might be finding a place for your right foot on your left leg right now. And if you want, bring your hands to your heart. And release. All right, let's try that on the left. Hands to the hips, left heel up, left knee out. How far out? Only as far as it can go without dragging the hip with it. Okay, and then left foot finds a home on the leg, either the heel or the foot. Gaze is steady. Hands can come to heart if that's working for you right now. And release. All right, we're coming back into tree, so just tree on the right. And release. Tree on the left. And release. All right, how's balance feeling this morning, everybody? We're going to be challenging our balance here, okay? So if you want to be near something to hold on to, okay? I'm going to demonstrate on my better side, okay? So we're going to come into tree, and a lot of times we bring our arms up for challenge. We're going to leave our hands right where they are and extend the leg, bring it in. Extend the leg and bring it in. So, okay, depending on how your balance is treating you this morning, if you want to be near something that you can just, lightly touch if you start to feel a little off balance. Let's start on the right. Tree on the right. Extend the leg and bring it in. Extend the leg and bring it in. Extend the leg one more time. Bring it in and release. All right, ready for the other side? Left leg, extend and in. Extend and in. Extend and in. And release. Woo, shake it out. Inhale and exhale. All right, let's come to the top of the mat. We're going to start working our way back down. So gather up anything you might want for final relaxation. If you have a bolster you want to put under your knees or anything like that. Inhale and exhale. And start to look around the body. Just freely move. See how everything's feeling. See if anything wants to just move a little more, release a little more. This is all you here, just you and your body deciding what moves to take, what to do. That's really yoga, you know, breath and listening to the body, tapping into the body. All right, and now let's come to the top of the mat in mountain pose. Checking the alignment, hips over ankles, shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders, hands by your side, palms facing forward. All four corners of the feet grounded. Close your eyes. Just scan your body while you're still upright. Notice how the energy is moving, how things are going for you. Float the arms up. Inhale, exhale, swan dive over those hip creases. See where your swan dive wants to go now. Bring your hands to your thighs, half lift. Sinking the hips down, hands down, step back to down dog. And in your down dog, bring your big toes together and then let your knees go to one side, hips to the other. So some nice releasing deep bend. You can do these just standing straight up. You could do them seated, side to side. All right, come back to center. Bring your knees down and sit off to the side. We'll meet in seated mountain pose. Sit up nice and tall here with the feet flexed. Okay, let's notice in seated position, are the shoulders still over the hips? Are they forward? Are they back? What's going on here? We still want the shoulders over the hips. We want the feet strongly flexed. Ears over shoulders. And now let's loosen everything up and just take a minute to do some nice soft forward folds. Arms gently up and float forward. And just take your time with this. See how your spine is feeling. See how everything's feeling to you. And do as few or as many as serve you right now. And eventually coming back to seated. Have your strap hand. Does everybody have their strap handy? Okay. Let's roll down. We're going to spend some more time on the hamstrings, okay, because we didn't do a lot of that this morning. Take it down. Take your strap and put it around the ball of your right foot. Extend your right leg up with one hand on either side of the strap. Okay, your left knee can be bent. If you love to have your left leg straight, do that. Flex your right foot here. Notice what happens when you flex. Now holding tightly onto the strap, did I say left? It's your right foot. Press your right foot into the strap. Flex it again and press into the strap. Now flex again, and we're going to just breathe here for a moment and start to breathe those right toes, not tug them, but start to breathe them a little farther back, toward the back. Holding on to the strap, inhale and exhale, and release the leg back up to 90 degrees here. Flex your right foot, breathe the toes back, This time, use the strap maybe to gently help and see what happens here. And release back to 90 degrees. Okay. Now we're going to bend the right knee, bring the left knee in, put the strap around the ball of the left foot. That right leg stays bent or can be straight. The left leg is straight up. Flex your left foot and press into the strap. Flex your left foot and press into the strap. Flex and press. Now flex and just breathe those toes back. Don't use the strap, just use your breath. Breathe the toes back. And let the leg come back to vertical. Now start to draw the toes back, maybe using that strap gently to assist you. And bring the leg back to vertical. Release the strap. Bring both feet to the mat. Put the strap off to the side, but keep it nearby. And let the knees go side to side. Release the spine here. Okay. We're going to come into legs up the wall using the strap to help. So go ahead and put the strap around the balls of both feet with your feet hip-width distance apart and draw your legs up to vertical. Now, if your toes are coming back, your hips are going to be off the mat. So bring your legs to vertical where you can feel yourself in contact with the mat. Just legs up the wall here, breathe. Okay, if it's not good for you to have your legs straight, you can bend your knees like this and do it the same thing. And if that isn't even right for you, just put your feet on the floor, that's fine. All right, now release the strap, and we're going to have hands by the side, working those ankles, point and flex, point and flex, point and flex, and circle. One direction, both ankles, other direction. And release the feet to the mat. Let the knees gently open and close, little butterfly wings. Take your arms out to the side, take your legs to touch, and gently bring the knees, both knees over to the right, gaze left, and knees left, gaze right. We're gently moving side to side and releasing the neck at the same time. Gentle windshield wipers. And then come back to center. Keep your arms long as you make a fist and open and wiggle the fingers repeatedly. And then rotate the wrists one direction and the other. Take your hands down by your side and start to scan your body. See what kind of movements are still needed for you to be able to relax. When we move into final relaxation, move around, play with your final relaxation position, knees bent, legs straight. What's most comfortable for you? Scan your body from head to toe. Make sure everything is aligned the way you want it to be for your final relaxation. Body's in position. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And one more time, inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth, releasing your body onto the earth. Let the earth support you as you move into your final relaxation. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Invite a deeper breath. Gently bring movement back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And on your next inhale, stretch your arms and your legs long. Exhale and draw your knees in. Give yourself a hug. Find your way over to a side and come back to a nice, easy seat. As you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.